I think we're good. How's my audio? Check, check. Yeah, I guess. The audio, I wonder. Streaming video, encoder, and all this stuff is so new to me. And yet, I know professionals who do this. I ought to just talk to them. Okay, hi. Good to see everybody. Which is to say, nobody. And building a new project versus finishing an existing project is something I deal with all the time. I've never truly come to grips with the thought that it's better to finish something than it is to start something new. You learn more from finishing than you do from beginning. It's like a platitude there, but it might actually be true. So let me jump into some code, and whether I discuss the code or whether I discuss the project or life or any of it, it just depends on the moment. So one moment while I get some water. While I do get that water, you can stare at the background you see behind me, which is a bunch of paintings from a hotel here in Las Vegas, the Aria. It's a nice hotel with nice paintings. None of them particularly original, all of them pretty good. Maybe I'll go for about an hour and a half today. Got to deal with setting up some webhook stuff, so that can be something that gets finished by the time I'm done. Yeah, let's see. There's a couple things on my computer that are personal in nature. You'll just have to be curious about those, I suppose. I probably will never speak to them. Let's go to the corner. Swing, I'm in the corner. That's enough. And we're off. Okay, so webhook stuff. What we got to do is, I think I have something called hooks. Yeah, I do. Hooks router in here is to post documents. I think that's not what I wanted. A payments hook, not what I wanted. And I suppose it is this documents route that, I see. I no longer have the hook that originally was a part of this. Let's see about that. Do I have a controller for it? Could it be there? Fence inquiries. Nope. Okay, so let's go from the beginning. Gonna check into a place called webhook.site to see a webhook. There's no request currently. The request is going to come from Zapier. So we're going to log in. Got to deal with that from the Hook Club. I suppose it'll be this way. Yeah, so this is something I've got to do. I don't know how to blur a live stream other than to just go up here and make myself bigger. I'm not really sure. This will work. Gotta log in and not really sure what the password is, but it got changed recently and I really do need to know it in order to do this gig. Okay, I think we're good. And with that said, I can now shrink my screen right on down. Cool. Down to this. Maybe there's a better way to do that in the future. And to go to the test event, and let's just hit retest. And did it go through? Looks like not. To copy that over. Gonna go to the action. Yep, looks like we got a new address. That's fine. And hit test. And it looks like we're gonna get that payload. And this payload will be useful for a new webhook. It really should be the same. And should type the request. Everything about this should be the same. This one's useful for just, yeah, it's fine. We'll have to give it up. Alright, let's make a new type based on this. Very fun to do it this way. Just say, with a little GitHub, we'll say create interface inquiries Zapier hook body request body, something like that from this. It's not the best name, but it's going to be done in a minute, and it's not properly typed, and isn't that nice that it gets it anyway. Yeah, alright, it's going all over, actually properly doing the typing there, which is nice. And we'll remove this. What do we do? Just lose a space? Yeah, it's fine. Again here, lost a space, fine. Again here, just losing spaces, right? Yeah. Okay, so these two are incorrect like that. We can just say unknown though, and we're good. And then it's all this. Properties of type event type are incompatible. Oh, sure. That's going to be because we have a strongly typed event type. So we can say something like event type is going to be inquiries event type. In fact, I think we can say basically extends not necessary. Say omit. We can omit whatever is in conflict, which I think is going to be ensembles and services. Okay. What else does it improperly extend? Okay, lead source. Turn it down. And everything else is extended just fine. Services. It's going to be a string, and ensembles is going to be a string as well. Everything else I think is going to be fine. Okay. So What's incompatible is const ensembles equals rect.body.ensembles.split on the comma. Same thing with services. What we're trying to do at this point here is we got something called do we need as DB, do we need ensembles as DB? I think we might have overbuilt something there. Because now we have what? Declaration of string array. Yeah, I think that's going to work out. And the rest is good. But then we have some issues potentially with the start date and end date. We'll find out. Okay. So I'd like to test this, and I know it's going to be broken. What can I do about that? My open question is, as I override ensembles and services, they're currently possibly about to be changed. We go to inquiries in THC. We've got a database structure where may not necessarily need much other than their name in order to be effective. When I run the app, that might also prove to be true. So let's run that app. That's incorrect. We want book the hook. What was the title of this? Starting project versus finishing? Yeah. Yeah. If I look in the services table, what's in services? Nothing at this point, really. And what's in ensembles? Wow. Even less. But products has everything. And this is the wrong products. We want THC products. this is where it's all at. So this is what's useful. So I'm going to go back to inquiries. I'm going to say services DB, and somewhere over here I'm going to say ensembles DB. Then I'm going to go to multi-select for ensembles. And I'm going to go to a multi-select for services. I'm going to go to the hook club where we go to the contact form. And these are now our ensembles, verbatim. Okay, so now we have services and ensembles, and they've changed since we began this, which means potentially issues everywhere. Because if we go like inquiry dot services, it's like everywhere. We map to retrieve, and then what do we do with it? What happens next? Yes, the names. And then on the event, we've got to duplicate there in order for that to work. Okay, it's fixable. And here we got to change that up, change that up, change that up. Services promise is, yeah, there. Always expects an object. But we don't do anything with it other than just the name. I wonder if I could kind of dumb that down a little bit. So I was going to show a simple list. I could just, yeah. Okay, we're going for it. But it does mean we got to go over to our events anyway. Maybe not. Maybe we just don't need it. Copy it over from the other place and we forget it ever happened. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. Alright. So what's necessary? Oh, yeah, to break it a little heartbeat here. And fix it everywhere. A lot of things are broken now. So this is just going to be inquiries now. These are just going to be like so. These are going to be just like so. And then, are there any other issues in this file? Yeah, maybe down here, which stand to reason. Yeah. We're not going to move services, and we're not going to move ensembles. We're not going to deal with either of these. We're just going to go like so. It should be okay. Okay. Yeah, he's no longer here, huh? I think this is just what we gotta undo. Hmm. It's a little bit faster, it's nice. Okay, so now with all that changed, it's a little bit simpler to go to the inquiries form, and we got the exact list as there. Sure, it makes sense. If we go to an inquiry, what? Carrying properties are null on map. Oh, okay, we're gonna update that. Flatten relation. Yep. Gonna go to multi-select. Also gonna return an array, and select is gonna return an array. No, it's just gonna return a. That should be okay. Maybe, I don't know. On many. It's a little legacy holdover from when MN was public. It's now gone private. Really no need for these to be buildable libraries. Yeah, I guess the services and ensembles didn't need a database. Maybe another day. Let's see. Do we do it? Which one is this? Big, Fat, and Greek Wedding. No, we did not. Didn't do it. Why? The values? Mm-hmm. Let's see if we get them back. How that does. Yeah, it shows up appropriate. It does the get just fine. So let's go to expand. Okay, well, never made it here, so that's a part of the problem, I suppose. Let's see how well thought out it was. Don't use multi-select expander, hardly ever. But problem might be it's totally unimplemented. Yeah. I is not null. Value array is array. Multi-select. Value to you looks good to me. Go to the package where we've got latest updates. It's an annoying way to do it. We brought it in here so we don't have to do this, but here we are doing it. Great. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay. App.thehook club.nyc inquiries create continue skip test app event continue find new records. Yep. Should go to render now and we should be off to the races. Good. Good where we left off with this. Nice. Yeah, this is alright. Sun and the moon. Isn't that great? If this is good, then let's just go to our home project roadmap. Phase one, the front. What's that, the follow-up? Yeah, okay. I think this is okay. We got build failed. This happened the other day. Yep, it did. Go to this. Alright, gang. While that's going, how do we finish projects? Maybe one at a time. Deal with this in the fitness world. Train too much at a time, you lose it. So I'm going to be firing at the same time. The guys I know that get the plan should get it and then they lose it. I think it's similar with software. You try to get it, then you lose it. I think we'll do another stream another day. Just feels like it.